Hi, everybody. My name is Chris Africa. I teach translation at the University of Bristol, and I'm here with Julian Hale. Hi, Julian.
Hi, Christoph.
Julian is a graduate of the University of Bristol and works as a translator. Julian, do you want to tell us a bit about how you became a translator?
Yeah, yeah. So I studied at Bristol quite a while ago. I did French and Spanish, finished in 1993. Then after that, I went and did some further training, a diploma in translating and interpreting at Bath University. And after that, I did a master's in conference interpreting that was actually paid for by the European Parliament. And then I went on to do some interpreting for the Commission. And then I decided to stop that. And I did a master's in European Studies and basically retrained as a journalist and, if you like, a copywriter and a policy analyst, kind of that kind of profile.
That's very cool. So it's a trajectory that starts with translation, and that I'm assuming is still informed by translation. Tell us a bit about what you're working towards at the moment.
Well, I actually, even just to step back, something I did not so long ago, which I think was interesting for students. I did a number of videos, short videos for the European People's Party in the European Parliament about legislation or legislation, but not necessarily legislation. Also about I think one was about football. I can't remember why, but anyway, basically I was doing interviews with different MEPs and other people in French, Spanish, Italian, German, and English. Not all at the same time, but say one video would be in French, another would be in German, another in Spanish. Yeah, so it just depended. But then I would then uh, find the sound bites that I wanted. So that's the journalistic work, if you like. Also do some script writing for the video. Work with a camera technician and a videographer, same person, and put together a video. Took about a day, day and a half, and it's a very rewarding experience. You have a final product. It's pretty short, but it sort of conveys key messages, and I think that's a very relevant type of work there's more and more of it, I think, that's coming.
Very cool.
So
Super
that
interesting.
was something, yeah,
Shows how different professions are really adjacent and can go hand in glove.
absolutely, yeah.
So what's on the menu today?
Today, oh gosh, yeah.
Or what
I
are you
mean,
what
as
are
a
you
free,
working on at the
I'm
moment?
yeah, absolutely. No, I'm a freelancer, so you're often doing lots of things. I just finished translating a book which took 3 months to produce about Moroccan culture. I work with a colleague. I think it's always good to do that if you can, to have a second pair of eyes. But it was a long contract. As I said, a few months. So then you can afford to work with somebody else because you plan it properly. Sometimes you have to work on your own. Yeah, there was lots of research, which was interesting. So I learned a lot about Moroccan culture. So again, yeah, if you like, I'm combining the translating and journalistic skill because you're investigating things, researching things. So there was that, and I'm now uh, planning. Well, I'm doing some report writing for a big conference on. It's called the European Education Summit in the middle of November. So there'll be lots of prime ministers, ministers, MEPs, and so on. And I have to sort of condense a day's discussions, which would be quite intense, into quite a short report. And there I found actually my interpreting skills come in handy because I can take notes fairly quickly, and I've then got to rework the whole thing. I mean, it takes a lot of time, but it's again another rewarding experience. And I'm also teaching. It's a part-time job. It's covering for a colleague who's not well at a university in Louvain-la-Neuve. It's a translating and interpreting school. So I'm teaching English to translators and interpreters. And I suppose, ooh, that's about it. Well, also, I mean, something very important. I do some editing English, copy editing for a think tank, and the International Federation of Journalists now and then. It's a small thing, but it's lots of little jobs. When you're freelance, you have to manage your time as effectively as possible. And the other thing, it's important to, I think, for students, you've got to keep training yourself. So I'm going on a training workshop, which is organised by the Belgian Chamber of Translators and Interpreters. I'm a member of that. I think it's important to be a member of a translating or interpreting association, if you can afford it. I think it's well worth it. You network a lot, you gain a lot of information. And I'm going to this workshop on artificial intelligence. I think it's going to be a lot about prompting, using prompts to find, I suppose, glossaries, dictionaries, but I'm not sure what else. I'll find out. So I'm sure I'll learn a lot. And yeah, I think that's really important.
It's a fascinating panorama of activities, and I think it goes to something I often say, that translation isn't a niche thing. Translation deals with language, and language is so pervasive, it's everywhere. And as a trained human professional linguist, you can help people improve language wherever it occurs and wherever people use it. Thank you so much for making time for this, Julian, and all the best with all these various activities in all these different languages.
Okay, it's a pleasure. Thanks very much.